Ready.
Grab your glass.
Ready and fertig.
I got a surprise for you. I'm prepared today. For the first time ever, I'm prepared.
Okay.
Maybe do the introduction first.
Yes. Oh, it is so cold today.
It's raining in Bali.
Yeah.
A proper rain cloud is over the island.
Yeah,
and over Bali
okay.
pause actually. But that's a story for the podcast.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Right. Introduction.
Welcome to another episode of Sunshine and Raincloud.
I'm Chantal.
And I'm Daisy.
And together we have a rescue organization for dogs called Bali Paws in Bali. Wow. Smooth.
Like I said, for the first time ever, I'm prepared and I got a surprise for you. Why is this lamp not on? Okay, let me fix this quickly.
Oh yeah.
I
think yeah. That was me.
Like I said, for the first time ever, I'm prepared, Santi, and I have a surprise for you.
A good one?
I hope so. I think it's a good one. This is going to be dangerous with the dogs. It's going to be fun. So, the last time you said to me that you're not enjoying this podcast so much because you have the feeling that you can't openly talk about many things that are going on. And you know what? Since only 5 people watch this anyways, how about talk about whatever you want, and worst case, if it's something maybe too sensitive, like too sensitive informations, I can just cut it out, or we can just beep it, or the things that are just too sensitive. How about that? I can also make a start. That way, at least you can just, we can just use it as an hour of us just talking, and you wanted to rant in the podcast. And since you are a little Raincloud sometimes, I think you should be able to rant about whatever is on your mind. I can make a start.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna say this now. The original adopter of was a pain. It's gonna be beep the entire way. And I'm really proud of you that you kept it together so much despite this very hostile behavior, just to basically rescue her from her new home. Mm-hmm. The outcome of it is great, but like this was, it was tough. Mm-hmm. Like it was really traumatizing actually. Because most of the adopters are great, but then every now and then you maybe have somebody who is not so great. And then that one time we had somebody who was just nightmare.
Yeah.
And they were actually, wow, it was a lot. And I remember being so upset about it because I know what they were putting you through and what they were saying and doing and so on. And yeah, it was really difficult for me just to watch that happening.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not about me, right? It's more about the dog that is there. So you can't really say whatever you actually want to say.
No, because you need to make sure that the dog is safe first. You need to make
sure, exactly, that the dog is in good hands first. So yeah,
which she is now.
She is. Yeah, she got adopted.
The outcome of this is
by
amazing.
A family.
So great.
Yeah, but the month before that was just awful.
And the entire month, like every single day of the month.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for you that you had to go through this.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Yeah, things happen. I mean, it's been a few months now. Since that, and as you said, the outcome is really good, so I've had time to just close this kind of And yeah, I mean, we're blocked everywhere, you know, so that's okay too.
Yeah. Actually, while she was still there, you were already blocked. And then unblocked, and then, really, it was mad.
Yeah.
Then, of course, there are certain things which are mad too that we really can't talk about in the podcast, just because, first of all, you probably wouldn't believe it, because there are certain things that are just happening here, which are, if I wouldn't know that they are actually happening, I wouldn't believe it myself. But yeah, these informations are. It wouldn't benefit anyone if we would actually openly talk about it. So this is something we would. We had a situation like this last week, and we had this last year as well. And yeah, there's certain things that are just better. You know, it's better not openly talk about it. But then everything else, we can just beep it out. We can just cut it out. You can just talk. Like, I want you to be able to talk about whatever you feel like talking about.
Okay.
So, cheers to that. I also think we should always have a glass of wine here. We need it, for sure.
Well, now that you said that, I don't actually have to really rant about, like, dog related. I don't really have anything to rant about today. I would need to probably think more about that. I'm pretty sure next time I will have.
I'm sure there are lots of things you want to rant about.
Yeah.
Maybe we can start with your Raincloud moment then. Santi, what was your Raincloud moment? Surely there were lots of Raincloud moments.
Yeah.
Pick one.
More than sunshine moments. So.
Well, it's been raining a lot in Bali.
It has been. A Raincloud moment. Hearing that those 2 puppies got run over.
Do you want to tell the story?
Yeah. So. When was that? Like maybe a few weeks ago. I don't know.
Like a week ago or something.
Maybe 1-2 weeks ago. I left your house. Last time we did the podcast. Actually, I think. I left your house.
I'm not sure, but yeah, you left.
I left your house, and then on the way, like not too far from yours, I saw this mama dog with her 3 puppies.
She actually called me, and she was like, "Can you come here? I found some dogs."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No." And then you sent me this picture. And it was like these 3 tiny babies.
Yeah.
I was like, "No."
So I was sitting there with them because the street is really, it's not that it's super busy, but they're really fast there when they drive, and the puppies.
Because it is not busy, that's why they're very fast there.
And the puppies are just tiny, like they're like this big, really, maybe just a few weeks old, completely like full with scabies and everything. So I stopped.
They looked shit.
I was with Ari, so I stopped and. We sat down there and waited for you to come. So you came because I didn't have anything with me as well. The mom wasn't super happy, but then after like maybe a minute or so, she was really sweet actually. And I think she just wanted a nap as well. She was so tired, and all her puppies, like the 3 puppies.
She has 3 babies, of course she's tired.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, and she's like sick as well, and you know, she doesn't really look that great. So they all came to me, and they were just sitting, or they just fell asleep on my lap, and we were waiting there for, it felt like ages to be honest, but you eventually came, and then we knocked at this house in the back, which I did before as well. I knocked at a few houses, but no one opened. Anyway, we knocked, and this lady came out and was like, "Oh yeah, they kind of belong to her, or like someone dumped them there, but you know, she's like feeding them or something like that."
No, she found them somewhere in Denpasar, and she moved there, and these are her dogs.
Yeah, something like that. And she couldn't find them. They were kind of lost and I guess escaped or something like that. She took them back in, and we arranged a vet to go there the next day or something like that. I think it was
a few days later.
Maybe a few days later.
It was like, yeah, it was a few days later, 2 or 3 days later. We arranged a vet to go there, and 2 from our team because there were more dogs and cats as well in this house.
Yeah, she had quite a few.
We just wanted to sterilize all.
Sterilize, vaccinate, give them stuff for,
medication for the skin and all of that.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, it was, I think, 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah, so the vet rocks up there, and turns out that 2 of the puppies...
Yeah, I went there.
Died.
The vet was there, I went there. This really broke my heart, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
I had the feeling that we are too late. I know that it's not our fault,
because
obviously.
I was sitting there and I was like, those dogs are gonna get run over.
What happened was they just didn't close the gate. They didn't close the gate, and the pups are really tiny, like this big, really tiny. They didn't close the gate, and we said, please keep the gate locked. Please keep it locked. Yeah. And then when we got there, only 1 baby was left, and yeah, this really got me. I don't know, like it really got me. I felt so guilty, kind of, that we didn't do anything before. But on the other hand, there's not much we can do, if they leave the gate open.
Like in my mind, I was like, how do I get those 3 puppies and the mama dog to my house? Because I messaged Gede actually to pick them up, but he didn't have time.
But then we figured out that they have an owner.
But then, exactly. So I was like, okay, because it's not that I have that much space and time to take care of a mama dog that is not nice to other dogs. Like like fair enough, she was protecting her babies.
And the puppy house is full.
The puppy house, we cannot.
We cannot.
So I was quite happy that they kind of belonged to someone, I guess.
Same.
But I don't know, I just think I could have, brought a fence over or something like that. But then on the other hand, it's like, we also can't take care of every pet here, like, I'm sorry, but you have to have some responsibility as well.
Yeah, there are just things. The only thing that could have helped is that day if we would have taken them all in, but obviously if they have an owner, why should we take them in?
They're gonna open
because it's not that we want to take dogs in. This is just in certain situations, like if we're driving somewhere and we find a dog, like a puppy on the side of the road, obviously we don't have a choice, but
also
we have so many. We have over 70 dogs in the puppy house, and then we have you took in a foster dog of mine. After you said you don't want to have any foster dogs anymore, you took in one of my foster dogs, Putti, because I have 2 dogs who are sick, and just taking care of them is exhausting, to be honest. And on top of that, my dogs attacked Putti, and oh, bless her, she's like the sweetest dog. She's our school dog, and I just didn't want to have this at home. Yeah, my dogs are not, like, most of them are just not good girls. Yeah, they are different.
It's just, they are all very dominant, and if they get together, it's not that easy for a foster dog.
I also don't know what's going on at the moment. It's like it's jinxed. Like, my dogs they haven't been sick in so long. But then one of my dogs, Heidi, got sick, and she kept getting these wounds. They like random holes in her body. Now, after
like deep ones as well.
Yeah, after 7 months, we finally know what's going on. It's some sort of bacteria that's all antibiotic is basically resistant. So she got some sort of ointment now, and finally it works. Like, something works. Then San, no fucking clue what was going on with her. Still don't know, but she's eating again, so that's good. And then yesterday I had actually meetings and like stuff going on, but then I don't know, I came back home and my dog Mimi had like a cut underneath her eye, but like a really deep one, and I couldn't even see it. I was like, whoa. because I can't see wounds. Like it's really, even when I put this ointment on Heidi, it's like,
Yeah.
it makes me sick. I can't help it.
Yeah.
So I just looked at her like this and was like, okay, I have to get her to the vet right now. No clue how I'm gonna do this. Changed all the sorts of meetings and then dropped her there. And then later they picked her up and she got stitches now. I don't know how we ended up here.
We were talking about my Raincloud moment.
Yeah, right. Made it into my Raincloud moment. But I have more Raincloud moments.
But yeah, regarding this is also another Raincloud moment here. I'll give you another one.
Rent, Santi. You are free to rent.
Usually my dogs are all very healthy as well.
Yeah.
And it's just at the moment, I don't know what's going on.
You have so many sick dogs.
I mean, Emmy, she's got cancer, and so she's getting her chemo, and she already got, I think, 4. She was supposed to have her 5th the other week, but they always check the blood before, and it wasn't good enough. So she couldn't get that, and now she's on antibiotics, and I don't know what, all kinds of supplements.
How hard is it to give dogs medication?
I mean, with her it's easy. Like, other than with Honey, it's quite easy with mine, luckily. But wait for that. I'm not done there yet. So yeah, she's sick, and then I have Lily. She's got those wounds on her back that wouldn't heal forever. I've been putting cream on it for the past 4 months, every day, twice, and she's been walking around with a cone. So I got quite, frustrated with the clinic the other day. I was like, I want someone to find. What's
Do you want to rant about the clinic? Because I have a lot to rant about that.
No. I was like, come on, since, months already, you're just telling me put cream on it. And my dog Lily is super scared of everything. So I have to go with her to the vet, actually.
Yeah.
And it's very traumatizing for her.
Yeah, it is. Like, Santi's dog Lily, it took me 2 or 3 years, something like that, until I was actually able to touch her.
Even for me, 6 months. I never took so long with anyone.
Yeah. Catching her was a different thing. Catching the dog.
Well, anyway, so they ended up now cutting out those 3, I don't know, wounds or whatever.
Like holes. They're just holes in her body.
Yeah. But now she obviously got stitches and she needs antibiotics. So Honey, I don't know if she's like...
Honey's like a little Pomeranian Santi has.
Yeah.
It's the first dog we rescued, actually.
And the other day, so I have a dog walker that comes 3 times a week just to help me out a little bit. Since I don't have a car, I just have a bike, and way too many dogs for that. But I try that everyone goes to the beach still daily. So I have someone that takes 3 dogs out 3 times a week, and Honey is one of them because she's very easy. And the last 2 times that Ibo has been there, she would stay in the bedroom and not go and be excited and all of that. She wouldn't come to the front to eat as well, and she was just being so weird.
It's the weather.
So and then when I would look at her and I was like, Honey, what's wrong? She would start closing her eyes and there
fainting.
Would be seriously, there would be tears. And I was like, what is wrong with you? And since my other dog, Rosa, has 2 blood parasites, yay, I thought maybe it's something like that as well. So, brought her to the vet, and her blood is fine. Her liver is, it's a little bit elevated or something like that. So she's getting supplements now.
So she's faking it, basically.
She's faking it.
I can see her doing that, though. Yeah, because there were other things in the past where she was actually faking it, where she was just pretending to have a limp or just something like that.
Yeah, so she's also getting, supplements. Rosa is getting medication.
She doesn't like wet floor outside. She doesn't like it.
No,
she does not like it.
With the rain, it's great as well.
And it's been raining a lot.
Yeah,
lately.
Yeah, and Yeah, I'm going to Germany soon. All my dogs need medication, so I'm a bit worried about that.
But you don't have to, Santi. I'm there. It's
but
so
they need
the
it
people who are
daily.
but the people who are taking care of your dogs, they were staying with my dogs before, and whoever can stay with my dogs will be just fine with your dogs. And aside from that,
But mine are really scared. Yours are not scared.
Heidi?
Yeah, okay, Heidi.
job?
Yeah, but mine are
I think
all
they're
like
very
Heidi,
scared.
like half of them. So,
anyways, I'm there. I can, if I have to go every day, Santi, I go every day, like whatever.
yeah.
It's not a big deal. Like, don't worry about this at all. This shouldn't be a concern. Worry about other things.
Putti
Putti.
also.
My ex-foster dog.
Yeah. Tail broken, needs amputation.
We
Her
don't
hip-
know if she needs amputation. Let's wait. Let's get another vet.
Yeah, her hips fucked.
Yeah.
Her leg was broken, but it like healed or something, so it's kind of fine.
Ever since we took her in, something was off with the way she not walks necessarily, but her back legs are very
Also
weak.
walks, yeah.
And jumping or something is not, she can't really do that. So we sent her to the vet, and they did an x-ray and so on, and they said that we need to amputate the tail, and but we're gonna go to another vet just in case and see. It's not urgent, but at some point we will have to amputate
I
it.
accidentally stepped on it a few times because
Does she feel that though?
not at all.
Not
no,
at all, yeah.
no, that's the thing. But
She also can't waggle her tail, like it can't go up. It's
Because it's too
waggling, but
heavy.
only because it's like hanging there.
yeah, but because it's too heavy, that's why I think amputation at some point would,
Yeah.
be good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have money at the moment for
No,
this.
I know.
Actually, the vet sent me a message just before we started recording that they regret to inform me that our bill is reached 40 million. How much is that in euros? Over 2,000 euros. And that they are not taking in any new... we haven't had this in a long time that they
Well,
actually
that is great
said...
because I have to go
none.
with Emmy tomorrow, right before the airport. I have to go with her.
Let's not talk about this now. Let's not talk about this now.
What is your Raincloud moment, or what was your Raincloud moment?
My Raincloud moment. I have lots of Raincloud moments, but I'm trying not to let them get to me.
What choose
You know, I cannot choose one. It's unfair because they're all just really not
They all
nice.
deserve.
Yeah. So I think the biggest Raincloud moment at the moment is just the financial situation. It's really tough. I said this on Instagram the other day. We lost 4 sponsors. What I didn't mention on Instagram though is that we do have contracts with these sponsors, but not everyone maybe sticks to them. So we have contracts that if they don't want to support our work anymore, that they have to let us know in advance, and then there's some wiggle room of like a month or 2, depends on the contract. But then one, for example, didn't like, the funding just stopped. And this one sponsor was responsible for several salaries, because we have sponsors for salaries, and I'm basically jobless since May or mid of May or something. But I got some money from the company that I used to work for, and then I covered these salaries with my money, which is really tough at the moment because I'm jobless. And we also, I think we mentioned it in the last podcast, we are working on this project that we got ourselves into when times were better. Last year in November, and we have workers there, and we need to buy material, and we told the workers today that next week is going to be the last time that we are actually able to pay them. So fuck, if they don't finish, I have no idea what we're going to do, because beep it out, maybe we can beep this out, but we are really, like, this is it's not only that, on top of that, we just don't, donations are just not doing well. Like, I'm so grateful for everyone who is like sparing some money, because obviously everyone is struggling, or most people at the moment are struggling with money, and all this going on in the world. So I'm so grateful that, you know, people are actually still willing to give. But also it's scary for me knowing that we don't really get enough donations in, especially right now. It's just I'm scared. But like I said, I'm trying it not to get to me. I'm trying to just sometimes it works better than, you know, some days it works better than others, but I think most of the time I'm keeping it together and staying hopeful. Yeah. And trying to stay, you know, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna work out. Yeah. We were talking about my Raincloud moment, right?
There was your Raincloud moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do some more positive stuff. How about your sunshine moment, Santi? Santi has been a proper Raincloud, actually. For the past 2 weeks, Santi has been a proper Raincloud.
Well,
to be fair, last week we barely talked.
Yeah.
Just because you were a proper Raincloud and I didn't want it to get to me. Like, I wanted to be there for you, but on the other hand, I have so much pressure and weight on my shoulders, and I did not want to, you know, I had to protect myself.
Well, I mean, the reason why I'm being sometimes a big pain in the ass is because
You're not a pain in the ass.
So I quit smoking cigarettes almost 3 weeks ago now.
Yay!
And yeah, it has been very hard.
But it's not only this, Santi. I mean, we have
on top
problems
of things, you know.
Yeah, and we have.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Usually, like, the way I would deal with it, maybe better, is to have a cigarette every now and then. But I don't. So, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it's fine.
Yeah. Sunshine moment.
Yes, something positive. You think about it, I'm gonna get a little more. It's Friday, we can do it. Okay. Where were we?
Oh, sunshine moment.
Sunshine moment, right. What was your sunshine moment, Santi? Come on, give me one thing.
It's really hard.
Seeing Putty play at the beach for the very first time?
No, seeing her with toys.
So Putty, our school dog with a broken tail, she is so cute. She is just so awesome. Yeah,
so I'm she's at mine at the moment. And yeah, she's playing with toys and like really opening up. I think the first 2 days she's like nice, but she, you know, wasn't really interested in anything really. And now she's very sweet. My dogs are very nice to her.
Mine not so much.
No, I'm just saying, you know, sometimes there are dogs where mine are also annoyed. The thing is, mine just don't do anything, you know, or they get like dominated, which is not. I can't have like really dominant dogs at mine. So yeah, no, she's been really good. She's been playing with a puppy, which is nice.
And toys. When she went to the beach for the very first time.
Yeah, she did really well.
Because she's just the best dog.
Yeah, no, we gave her a treat at the start, and, you know, took off the leash, and yeah, she always, like, she was a bit ahead, and then she stopped and looked back. Perfect.
She's so cute.
Really
She's such a great
to get
dog.
her back on the leash, and
that's the thing. She's not a hassle at all. Like, she's just so cute.
She's a bit too excited with the cats. I hope that this, like, you know, gets better a little bit. She thinks she can play the same way my dogs can play with the cats.
No.
And she doesn't really understand.
Oh, Santi has blind cats. Like, you have a blind cat.
And one with one eye.
Yeah.
He's not
he cannot jump. Is the
yeah, he can only climb. Not very good either, because like depth perceptive. It's like missing. Yeah.
Any other sunshine moments?
I mean, it's even raining right now. It's really hard to think of a sunshine moment, to be honest. How about you?
A sunshine moment. Lots of sunshine moments, but that I finally know what's going on with my dogs, or one of them at least. Then that we finished all the documents for registering in Germany. Oh, I hate these kind of things. Anything admin, I hate it. And last week I got so much. Like this week I got so much admin done. Like so much bank stuff. Like so much just really annoying stuff. Yeah, so I'm happy that this is done. I don't know if this was necessarily a sunshine moment. It's actually crazy how much admin I have to do. And I hate admin. Really, like I hate it. But then there's certain things which I just can't give away as well. Like I have to do them myself. Thankfully, for taxes and all of that, we have people, like we have, what's the English word for that?
Accountants.
Accountants.
Yeah.
This is the word, right? Accountants.
Yeah.
The people who do all your finance stuff.
Yeah.
So because we're registered in Switzerland, but also in Indonesia, we have one in Switzerland, but also 2 people here, or like an office here, but I still have to deal with them, I still have to take care of stuff and a lot of paperwork. And this is more your thing than mine, I would say. But you're more likely to do that.
That's not really, because when I have to, then I have to. But
yeah, but you like this more, I would say.
No,
100%.
No,
100% you like.
I
this
might
more.
be a bit more organized in it, but it doesn't mean
this is
that
why
I like it more.
I'm so glad, because I know that I'm not good with these things, because it's like, I do it tomorrow, and then last minute I'm gonna get it done.
Though.
And I'm so glad that from the very beginning, I remember you back then saying, yeah, we don't need anyone to put taxes because it's gonna cost money, and back then we were paying it ourselves. But then it was like, no, we need to get one. We need to get one to take care of that. It's not only taxes, it's just the entire accounting. Which is so nice, because now we are registering in Germany, and it's so nice. We have everything. It's really great. Mm-hmm. The same when we registered in Switzerland, it happened so fast because we have all the accounting. Just nice, because other people take care, not me. Anyways, what else? Sunshine moments.
I actually thought about something.
Sunshine moment?
Yeah. So I met with my landlord, I think last week or something.
Right.
And it turned out the way I wanted to. So
yes, Santi can stay in her house.
Well, if I pay for it.
Which you have to pay.
I pay for it in August.
Yay. But it's end of August.
Mid. But sure. It's gonna be fine.
Also, this project that we started in November, we also have to pay.
Yeah.
End of August.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's all gonna be fine.
Really. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna keep the hopes up. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. No,
this is my sunshine moment. You know what is my sunshine moment? I am my own sunshine moment this week, because there were so many, there are so many things going on, and just that I keep finding strength, not just in the dogs, but in me. I think this is my sunshine moment. That I keep, that I'm still hopeful. And then another thing happens, another thing, and it's like, no, we push through this, it's fine, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be all right. I still feel happy about small things. I still feel happy about, seeing my dogs getting excited about food. I have so many, not so many, but I have really great people around me, really good friends, great dogs, all the dogs. it's gonna be just fine. So I think, yeah, this is my sunshine.
Well, I mean,
I am my sunshine
that's
moment.
very lovely, but I would love to see it myself that way as well. It's just the little nicotine monster is like screaming every 20 minutes. It wants to be fed. So I can, I'm very happy that you feel that way.
Especially with the situation we had last week, you know, that catapulted me back. We really can't talk about this, but it catapulted me back to when a similar situation happened last year. For a brief moment, but then I could snap out of it and I was like, no, it's just fine. Just fine. Didn't panic. I went on with my day. Like, I was really proud of myself, I have to say. In general, I'm very proud of myself at the moment. It's weird to say this out loud, but just keeping it together, you know, also for... I mean, the team knows that we are struggling financially and that we lost many... That's the thing, we lost sponsors, and I was very transparent with them, like they knew from the very beginning. But I think at some point they were all panicking a bit. And I think it was very important that I wasn't losing my shit, that I wasn't, you know, that I was hopeful and that I was doing well. Not just in front of everyone, I'm okay. Mm-hmm. Some days better than others, but it's fine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
that being said,
I'm listening. Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing that was not okay was us. We just did not talk to each other.
Yeah.
Santi was like a little angry little thing. But I understand, you know, it's not easy. You're going away. It's all of it is not easy. You don't have a ticket back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be fine. Sometimes also, am I delusional or hopeful? What is the difference actually between delusional and hopeful? But so far, it always worked out, you know? Things always worked out. And I guess if I really, like, this is something I truly believe, if you have good intentions and it's the right thing, you know, doors will open. It's gonna be just fine. You also have to do something for it, but it's gonna be just fine. And if it's not, then it's not your thing. But I mean, we're so far in with Bali Pause. I think it's our thing.
Yeah, well, on that note, it is time.
Time for what?
Time to say goodbye.
Time to say goodbye?
Time to say goodbye.
It's time to say goodbye.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
We're not going to talk about anything else? We're done?
I mean, is there anything you still want to say?
Cheers to better days.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you for listening, watching to our rant.
Bye.
Bye.